Bad here. First game of the best of 5 in the round of 16. And ACCM is going to be able to TC a gold and a woodline. Barles is going to be able to TC a shorefish and a woodline. Big. Huge. That middle pond is very dangerous for Barles. It could be good for Barles as well with Spanish. You dock here, you get some extra fishing eco. It can help you keep the conchs coming out. I still think Spanish is the best nomad civ, and I'm very surprised that it went to the final pick. It might have been a situation where both players just assumed it was banned because it's always banned, and Barles might have been like, "Oh wow, Spanish is still available. That's really nice." Bengalis do have possibilities to fight the conchs. I mean, they can go monks, which are very, very nice. But you have to get up to castle age at a similar time to do that. And you have to hope for some luck in the conversions. What about Burmese? Burmese can also, you know, push them back. But all it takes is a few slower conversions and a few lost monks. And suddenly it's spiraling out of control. And there's conchs all over your base. And you're really, really struggling to do anything. Even if you have water control. So, ACCM. Just exploring around. Barles. Well, he doesn't see ACCM. ACCM definitely sees him. He sees that foundation right there. Doesn't know where the dock is, though. If the Spanish player gets Inquisition, it's over. They're trying to make conchs, not monks. Alright, so ACCM still can't see the dock here, but he does know the TC setup is right next to the pond. And a monk off against Burmese. You're deep in hypotheticals right now. We have Spanish versus big galleys. You are deep in hypotheticals currently. Alright, let's see if Barles can spot another boar. He can see one over here. Should be one over here, but he doesn't know. And then he can see another one over on this side. Full scouting on the pond here from ACCM. He knows the extent of it. He knows where Barles is set up. And he's about to discover where the dock is, too. If his sheep goes all the way over here and gets found out, he'll know. Dock is over on that side. Meanwhile, the scouting for Barles, like, you can tell he's not really interested in where the dock is from ACCM. He's going to try and go fast castle. He's not interested. He's looking for the TC from ACCM. He's not scouting the shorelines, really. He'll scout that eventually, just from curiosity, but it's not a priority for him. And ACCM did end up finding the dock from Barles. So beautiful scouting from him. He's found all that he's needed to find. Now the question remains, like, will ACCM go for faster feudal age to try and take out the water from Barles? Or is he just going to try and go fast castle himself? Immediately into the monks to deal with the conquistadors. I don't know who to cheer for. Listen to your hearts. Except Heart's already been eliminated. But listen to a different Heart and come up with the answer. Would you recommend for the strategy? I think like a forward dock here from ACCM and going for like 2 fire galleys and still getting up to castle age at a decent time is a really good plan. Also, you have to wall in front of your TC. Worst case scenario is that you get castle dropped on your town center. So this is nice. From ACCM. Okay, so Barles will click up soon. He still doesn't see this boar. That's kind of tragic, honestly. He still doesn't have the second Dark Age building either. So he'll get loom and have to go for another villager here. As he has gone for the mining camp on the stone way back here instead of the stone right there. What are the odds for a transport ship on the lake? Transport ship on the lake would be sick. It's going to be a forward dock from ACCM. I like it. I like it a lot. He knows where the dock is from Barles. He knows that Barles doesn't want to really add in feudal water pressure. That would take away too many resources from the fast castle attempt. So the solution is to go for like 1 or 2 fire galleys, very low investment, and you clear up all the food eco from your opponent. Dude, if Barles knew this board was here, that'd be so good for him. He doesn't know. He has no idea the berries are even there. He'll come forward with a wall at some point, though. He'll try and go like market blacksmith here, and he'll figure out what's going on. Dave, one of my favorite things I've seen on your stream was that maniac accusing you of being biased against Team Brazil. Would you explain to the stream what happened with this? I mean, I just wasn't cheering enough, I guess, for Brazil. I pointed out a mistake, and he said my bias was clearly showing. And then I got angry at him, and he said, Dave, the anger says a lot. The anger says a lot. So, yeah. I am incredibly, unreasonably biased against Brazil in every way. Here come the fire galleys. These fish are not going to survive. Gotta hope to drop off as much food as you can, right? Barles will have enough resources to go up. You always do with Spanish. You can always get to Castle Age, even if you lose your fish. If you have the correct build at the beginning, with these nomad settings, you're going to be fine. Now, ACCM has created a lot of fires. That's too many fires. And ACCM is going to be fairly slow to Castle Age. But you can see he's putting the walls down to buy himself a little bit of time. Or to attempt to buy himself a little bit of time. And he's even got the outpost here. That's just super cute, isn't it? So, like, he's identified that a transport ship could be a problem. And now he's got an outpost on either side of the pond. Just in case. Just in case. ACCM is trapping him in. He wants to know where that castle's going to go. He wants to track all the conquistador movements. Beautiful. ACCM's playing this really well. He's going for another outpost. And more fishing ships are now being added. I think this is really nice as well. Keeping that fire galley patrolling on this side. Because that would be the standard place for Barles to go for a dock. And try and get the war galley tech and then kill all of ACCM's fish. That's another thing you can do with Spanish. Like, you get up, you start making the conchs, and you add in some fires to take out their fish. Even the playing field a little bit. Is there always a landlocked to one side in this nomad? Yep. Okay. Stone wall from ACCM over on this side. Castle will go up. ACCM knows the timing of the castle. He knows where the castle is. And he'll be able to track most of the movements from the conchs until these outposts are dead. Hoping for a boar to kill a Spanish cannon galleon. I saw the clip the other day of the boar killing the droman in Graupel. I did see that. The boar got slightly hit by the splash damage from a droman. It was at 1 HP, and the boar was pissed. And it came in and it killed the droman. Barles cancels that dock. I think he wanted to make the dock hidden. He saw the outpost here, so he canceled it there. But ACCM has Town Watch, so he knows. And he's going for a dock of his own. Okay, if you're ACCM, double demo kills a transport. Double demo kills a transport. You're going to have more than enough warning. The fires might not stop it. The double demo will kill it. He's going for fires. Fuck! Dude, this could be tragic for Barles. This could be absolutely tragic. He needs damage here. ACCM has 10 fishing ships. Barles needs damage. He's coming. Will the fires be out in time is the question. It won't. It won't be out in time. ACCM needs the wall. Panic! 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 Gas Leech is in for ACCM. It was a great idea. It was a fantastic idea. Now he's going to have to go for monasteries back here. And more quick walls. The conchs are in. They always get in somehow, dude. They always just manage to get in there. And the monastery goes up. Still, ACCM hasn't lost that much yet. More villagers going down. Still has the fish. Still has the eco lead, right? For a little while, anyway. Those conchs are missing so many shots. It's crazy. 34 villagers for Barles. 30 for ACCM. How they hit that shot but missed the shot where the villager was literally, like, under them, I have no idea. Regards from Germany. Hello, regards. Regards to you as well, Germany. Sad MBL didn't pick Spanish on Nomad. I think people just are a little adverse to, like, the whole all-in thing with the conchs. They think it's, like, not consistent. But it's the most consistent strat. ACCM has a great position, but Barles has managed to bring himself back into this. Even with the huge fish lead. And now Barles is scouting this way, and he's going to find the villagers up here. He's going to see ACCM on stone. He does lose a conch. Against the monks, though. And ACCM actually ended up deleting that. Barles just looks like he click this conquistador all the way around, so he actually doesn't find those villagers. ACCM now producing more monks. Barles trying to deal with this conch. He's going to be able to take care of it. That's really nice. And he might be able to come in here and snipe a few monks, but it's unlikely. I think he needs to delete both of these. Meanwhile, Barles has actually added in some fishing ships here. He's added in the second TC a little bit faster than ACCM. And he still has the villager lead, and he actually ends up deleting those conchs. ACCM is, yeah, he's walling in segments. He's got the walls up here, not completed. He's got the walls over here, which aren't going to be, you know, useful for very long as the ram comes out from Barles. Walls over on the shoreline, so Barles can't transport anymore. And a TC attempt over on this side. There is a monk coming forward. If that conch gets close to the monk before it shoots, then it can kill it. Kill it. Oh, he missed! He fucking missed, dude! How are you gonna miss that shot? That was the closest shot. You should have stayed at 6 tiles away. He would have hit. He missed. Bro, he missed. That's huge. That's actually massive. Hit or miss. I guess you're gonna miss. Unbelievable. Barles is coming forward for another castle, though. And this castle is going to be a problem. It's going to be on this TC that ACCM has placed over here. ACCM also clearing up the fish in the center. You could see that with his outposts. And he's got the Conquistador running around this way. Won't be able to deny that TC. We know that that conch can't hit shots anyway. And ACCM also pushing this back. Beautiful job. Does Barles have Devotion yet? He does not. Devotion could be a huge technology. Could be a massive technology. Another outpost. Spotting the transport ship. Here it comes again. Just over to this side now. Devotion on the way for Barles. 56 villagers for him versus 50 from ACCM. Resources collected actually ahead for Barles now. And the ram is going after the monk. Big. Villagers now transported to the other side. He might castle drop this TC. I think he's going to castle drop it. He's castle dropping the gold over here. What a play from Barles. He transports the conks over to the other side. And then he transports the castle drop villagers away from these monks over to the other side. So now ACCM is in a difficult spot. I think he doesn't know about this castle. He knows the villagers went over there somewhere. But he's busy with the conks, so the castle will go up. And he'll be unable to deal with these things, I think. Don't block. Don't block conks, Ibex. Don't get in the way. Should have converted the transport. He was trying to. He did switch over to it. Barles just got it away in time. Armored Elephant now coming out from ACCM. The eco is really solid here from Barles, all things considered. I mean, ACCM still has the 10 fishing ships, but Barles is going for another castle over on this side. That's the third castle of the game. Monks pushing through over here from ACCM. It will be a bit of a threat towards this castle with the Armored Elephant now involved, but, I mean, this area is a bigger issue. Another castle from Barles. That's castle number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Barles just has a sick economy behind this too. Spanish, man, it bothers me when people don't pick them or ban them. Needs some light cap? I don't think Barles needs anything. He's maybe a siege workshop for like a mangonel behind this to stop the elephant. There's nothing that's going to be able to push double castle until you're in imp. And ACCM's definitely not in imp yet. He doesn't even need light cap. Barles should go for another castle over here even. Maybe. Who knows? Right? Goes for a castle here. Stonewall here. Can't push in. Barles is about to click up to imp as well. ACCM also thinking about Imperial Age. And imp is on the way for Barles. From this TC. Very safe. This push could be problematic if Barles lets it come in behind here. So he'll need to try and do something about that. ACCM now going for a castle here. Barles might be thinking about another castle of his own as the ram now moves around. I think that guy's been garrisoned in this ram the entire game. And ACCM clicks up. The push is coming in. It's a castle behind from Barles. Now, what is the tech switch for Barles? That's the question. You don't really want to stay on conks long term. You could go cannon galleons in the center. That would be sick, actually. Few cannon galleons here, if you can keep them alive, would be really, really cool. Although they could get converted by the monks, so maybe not the best. And definitely not the best for ACCM. Running into the castle on this side. 3 monks dead in a row, plus his only remaining converted conquistador. Looks like Barles is going to make a tech switch into maybe some light cav initially. Conquistador is also coming in. ACCM is trying to track that with the monks. Barles kills one. Barles doesn't kill that one. But he only gets 1 conk converted. And he still has pressure in here. Okay, Imperial Age is on the way. What does he go for? He's got trebs coming out. Monk's still pushing on this side. ACCM goes for more monasteries. Barles has a really solid food eco. Like, really, really solid food eco. He could just go into light cav now. Or hussar. Just full upgrade that tech tree. He could go supremacy, honestly. Supremacy Vills. Pushing the monks. No bomber cannons for Bengalis is tough. Means they can't get close to these trebs. They're going to have to treb them down with their own trebs. And ACCM only has stone under here. He doesn't have a lot of the other map available to him. This is actually hilarious. The fact that neither player has really noticed this here. We might see castles from both over on this side when they finally do. That would be a great castle from Barles to just shut this down from ACCM. Husbandry comes in. Chemistry on the way for Barles. Armored Elephant on the way too. Barles will wall in front of this treb. And ACCM is repairing with a ton of villagers on this side. We also have Conquistadors behind. It is a castle from Barles up on this side. ACCM is going to be cut off of that gold, and Barles is aware that he's over there now. Could send the conks. Or the ram with the dude inside. ACCM is in a really rough spot. Heresy is now on the way from Barles. Doesn't want to get any more of his conquistadors converted. And if they do get converted, he wants them to die. Villagers repairing. Elephant Ram is going to go down. That treb will not die. Nice save there from Barles. Converted Conk is still behind there, but it gets cleared up finally, and ACCM is selling everything so that he can afford more stone. He has 0 on gold right now. 28 on food, 36 on wood, but stretched to the limit as the villagers now come out. Supremacy's on the way from Barles, and he doesn't give a fuck. Heresy's in. Supremacy's in. Castle's gonna fall. Barles does not care, dude. Trebs are dead. ACCM has no castle anymore. His villagers are doing nothing. Barles' villagers are super strong. He can't convert any units because they just die when they get converted. Barles' castle actually went down as well, but now it's a villager war against Spanish villagers. And Barles is even pushing in this way. ACCM's still on the stone over here. You know he's not going to give up. He's going to fight on, especially with 131 pop. But it's getting worse and worse for him. Villagers repairing the trebs. Trebs getting attacked by villagers. And Barles manages to save all of his trebs thus far. That is insane. Really, really sick. ACCM calls the GG. I mean, this is why you pick Spanish, man. I'm getting tired of people not picking or banning Spanish. It needs to be banned. You can't be the final pick. He had full water control with 10 fishing ships and nothing from his opponent. A good castle each time. And he still lost. To be fair, it was really well played from Barles, though. He added that second TC really early, and he got his farming eco set up to balance the fish for ACCM while he was killing villagers. And then he got a really sick boom. So, great job from Barles. Also, great job to transport over here and get these castles up that kind of nuked ACCM a little bit. This is what we needed from MBL yesterday. Yeah, the questions. It's a questions. The lack of Spanish picking. Really, really solid game there. So we'll go on to game 2, and we're actually going to see Grauple for game 2. Let's mark down the civs and whatnot before we advance those. Spanish with the win and Bengalis with the loss. Nomad is a win for Barles. So 1-0 already.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Platinum Turk, thank you for the 18 months. And Expired Rascals, thank you for the 11. Ertz as well, thank you. Sorry, a bit delayed on that one.
Your mom groped me 2
Eating other
Halloweens ago.
things.
Shut the fuck up, or I'll
Yuki,
take
thank you for the 9
to
months. It's
I'm ready for the Barles
yours, not
3-2 Liquemi.
Barles playing as Magyars here. ACCM playing as Saracens. This is a Civ matchup we have not seen on Grauple. A very interesting one as well. Magyars. Okay. Is this going to be like full Cav Archer play, or is this like a scout opening? Or what? I don't know. If Magyars get late game, I mean, they are a really solid Civ, and Grauple usually goes to the late game. However, they're missing some elements that the Saracens would have access to, right? Obviously, camels for the Saracens would be sick. I think countered somewhat by the super dank Cav Archers from the Magyars. Bombard cannons also critically missing for Magyars. Recurve bow, heavy Cav Archer plus Magyar Hussar. Yeah, but I think Saracens like have answers for that. Good water tech tree is great, right? In the late game on this map. The camels are just so tanky for the Saracens. The siege as well. Like, I think, I don't know. I've learned to not underestimate the Magyars, even against potential counter units. The Cav Archers are insane. Mamluks, I don't know about Mamluks. Like, the Cav Archers just outrange them by so much. And Mamluks have pretty horrific pierce armor. So, it's kind of tough, right? All right. Barles has a good TC here on the pond. We could also see Barles fish trap boom. And he's got a fantastic pond for it. Look how many fish are in this pond. He's got a dock on this side, so he's going to go for the fishing ships early on the main pond, and that's a fantastic dock. He went right to the edge of the ice, and he's going to have fish beside that, so that's beautiful. But he is a BF player, so maybe we can see another person attempt to go for the docks in the ponds here. Hasn't worked out yet, but it might at some point. Recognized
Let's
user,
go
thank you for the
chat
21
and
months.
Barles Dave our dance.
ACCM now going for the dock. Saracens should be technically a little bit better on this map than Magyars. Right? Magyars aren't going to get any eco bonuses at all. The Saracens can use the market. They have the faster firing galleys. And they have the more expansive tech tree overall. CCM. Nice job. Is Sharon here? Sharon's always around. Somewhere. I think it's a better TC spot there for Barles. He's on the shorefish, right? He was taking those early. Didn't have to go out to find the boars really, really fast. And, yeah, he's got the woodline available too. Although he will need to go for a lumber camp a little bit sooner than ACCM. You're ahead of T90? I mean, I was at the same time as him. He probably just took too much time between the games. He also told me we're starting at 11:40, and then he started at 11:36. So... Yeah. That's right. I'm here for a bra split. I want that to become a thing. After you win a game, just bra split. Bra split. Barles is going for the big wall. Okay, I'm calling that Barles is making a dock. I'm calling he's making a dock on one of these pawns. I'm calling it now. The decision desk, our analysis is in. He's making a dock. And he's just booming up to the late game. Because that's what you can do on this map. We saw Doubt do it against Leary, which was sick, dude. Leary had full water control. He was like equal in villagers, and Doubt just somehow boomed up. He was just better. Now, if Barles goes for a strategy like that, ACCM can just use all the fish in the middle. He can use that to, you know, propel his eco. He can use the Saracen market as well. He should theoretically have a better boom than the Magyars all day. And ACCM is already on gold, even though he hasn't even clicked up to Feudal Age. So ACCM is definitely thinking about a few galleys in the center to snipe the fish. And Barles, well, he's begun to take the short fish. Might be a situation where he can't dock here. There's no space to dock because you can't place it over the shore fish. But I think there are spots to dock, so maybe he won't actually go for that dock at the end of the day. We might be really sad. We might not see the pond fish boom from Barles. That would be tragic. ACCM's map is too narrow. Dude, he has it's a nomad start. Everything is his map. Okay, so Barles has a fast castle build here. Villagers out to the gold. Villagers on food. The amount of food is looking nice. He still needs to queue up 2 more, but I mean, he's got the boar. He's got the villagers on shorefish. He's going to be perfectly fine. And now he's coming out here to build the barracks, which implies that he wants to go for some units in Castle Age right away. So he might go for castle or cav archers in Castle Age. He might go for a few knights. I don't know. But I think if this was just fast castle with only the intention to add town centers, he would add a market and a blacksmith. Shire, thank you for the 10, man.
Thanks for the great event.
Welcome, dude. I think you should thank E-West and our base more than me, though. They've been doing most of the work. I just provide one line of feedback. Occasionally. Alright, stable for Barles. ACCM. He's got the galley out, and you can see, like, he's already read what Barles is not doing. Barles is not contesting on water in Feudal Age. He had 1 galley. There was no urgency here from ACCM. He's going to clear the fish from Barles. Take away that food income, and then add a market and try and go up to Castle Age fast himself. You like boiled eggs? No! Bow switch. Thank you for the 11 months. That's such a weird, like, Germanly spelled name. Bowswitch. Bowswitch. I can't say. Beach mouse, yeah. That is a beach mouse sounding name. We haven't had a beach mouse in a while. Where seeds? Oh my god, dude. We got through a whole game. Come on, dude. We got through a whole game before we had the seed. Oh my god. Where are the seeds? Fuck's sakes, dude. 7 versus 10.
Our builds.I by power surely will prevail.
Seed. 10. Nope, that's wrong. That's this is seed 7. Seed 7, seed 10. Now T90's probably all caught up. I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. Okay, a few scouts added in here from Barles, and he's going to get a lot of good information on this map, and he can maybe even pick away at ACCM, who's also adding a stable, and maybe deny some of the monks coming out for those relics. If you're going to play the boom game long term, right, you're planning on this to go late game, and you're counting on your tech tree, you probably want those relics. So maybe Barles even adds in a monastery really early to grab the ones that are super far forward. He can see 1, 2, 3. He can't see that one, unfortunately. That's number 4, and then number 5 is right here. Like, Barles could get a lot of relics. He gets to the castle age and goes for a town center here. Another town center up here. And that's it so far. Monastery back here. So Barles is going scouts, boom, and relic collection. ACCM has the eco advantage because of the fish that are just working away in the middle. He's able to keep these scouts away, and he should be able to add TCs of his own. But he has to be careful where he adds these TCs. Because Barles added the scouts, ACCM is not around here, right? He knows ACCM can't deny that town center. So they're very, very nice play here from Barles. I really like this strategy. The water, honestly, isn't giving all that much on this map. It's a nice little boost early. It will continue a little bit into Castle Age, but if you get to Castle Age like 3 minutes faster, you can get more villagers out, and you can kind of negate whatever's happening with that water. Second town center for ACCM. He's buying more wood. He goes for a third one. And he's really clustered in here. Limited resources. Barles, a lot more spread out. He can go for the shorefish over here. He can go for the shorefish over here. He's adding in the farms now. Still no dock. So we're unlikely to see one. However cool it may be. And ACCM kind of using that market to get his eco upgrades and get the resources for the TCs. Already with heavy plow and already with the second wood upgrade. He knows where this game is going. This is going late game, and you already got to start thinking about things like relics, right? Which he clearly is because he has the scout on the field. And things like what unit you want to tech into. I think for ACCM, it should be camels. Even up against the cav archers. I think like camel skirm could be good. And then water control is essential to that as well. ACCM runs into a spearman. That camel's got so much HP, though. It doesn't really even care. Has Barles collected any relics yet? I think he's got one on the way. There's one. There's another one here that you can take last. That is an extremely safe relic. And now Barles might be stretching out over here. Monk's on the way from ACCM as well. Barles has a scout on this side. So he should be able to prevent the monk from getting this relic. If he keeps that scout alive, soon to be a light cav. There should be a relic in the middle island. I can see it. I can see that. Okay, light cav is in for Barles. He's housed. Unfortunate. Res collected, still ahead for ACCM. And there's the archer range for Barles. ACCM collecting this relic. So it's 1-1. It's basically 2-1, though, because Barles is always going to pick that one up. Why is ACCM hiding about in his teeny hole? Can you stop talking about ACCM's tiny hole? Making people uncomfortable. So the scout is dead from ACCM, which makes life a little difficult trying to snipe these monks. Light cav sees the TC, and the light cav is trying to run away from the camel. Will the camel catch up? Huh? Feels like this light cav is going to get converted. And yeah, he just goes for the kill and ends up dying anyway. So ACCM is free to come out for this relic now if he can spot it. He doesn't know about it. He doesn't know about any of these relics over on the side. Does Capture Age realize there's technically a loss of res when you're using the market and account for it and gain in proportion? No, Capture Age only tracks the amount of gold you gain from selling resources. That's it. All right, Light Cav. Can't kill the villager. Huge. ACCM blocking off that side. And he's going to get another TC up. That's his 5th TC. Look at this little tiny eco. 72 villagers in here. 5 TCs in a line. Barles is much more spread out than this. And he actually manages to kill one of those camels, which is nice. Barles also queuing up some cav archers, getting fletching, getting bloodlines. Could come out here and limit the expansion even more from ACCM. The problems for Barles later is going to be this water control, right? Magyars do not get the greatest water tech tree. And even if Barles manages to stall ACCM's expansion on the sides, once Imperial Age comes in, this water is going to be a huge deal. Let's take a look at the Magyar tech tree for water. No elite cannon galleon. No heavy demo. And no droneman. Shipwright is there, though. It's actually pretty good. All things considered. It's much better than I thought. They get shipwright. They get galleon with bracer. It's okay. Yeah. Doesn't make much sense why they would get it, but I mean, it's good. Do all civs get gillnets? I'm pretty sure all civs get gillnets, yeah. Do you like brachiopods? No, I absolutely hate brachiopods, dude. Probably my least favorite pod. Making enemies. Brachiopods are like right in front of like Tide Pods for my least favorite pod. Imperial Age is on the way from Barles. The eco for ACCM is actually looking quite good. 47 on food, and he goes for the castle forward. So he's stretched out a little bit. He's got good vision on the side. So he knows if Barles is attempting to come forward. But Barles will have the Imperial Age advantage with no water control. Barles is definitely taking a book out of Doubt's, or taking a book out of Doubt's page. Taking a page out of Doubt's book. And just sitting back and ignoring the water like it doesn't exist. ACCM got 2 relics, yep. Barles only has 1 so far. He still hasn't collected this one. That would be useful. Probably should, honestly. Be a lot of value long term. He'll likely forget about it, though. Till he looks at the mini-map to see where the other relics are. ACCM is going to get this relic, too. So, even though Barles was faster with the monks, and he had the scouts, ACCM is going to manage to snag 3 relics. You like hash browns? It depends. Some hash browns are good, some are... eh. What text does Barles have? No thumb ring. Not yet, anyway. Missing the first and second armor upgrades for these cav archers. I think he has husbandry, and he also has bloodlines. More archer ranges being set up. Barles is all in on the cav archers. He believes in them. And ACCM is now queuing up some Mamluks. Interesting. Bracer on the way. An insta recurve bow for Barles. That's going to be sick. Also, apparently a very quick technology to get. It takes the same amount of time as Bracer. So these cav archers now, very, very strong. Especially against Castle Age units. ACCM is going to have to wait till Imperial Age comes in. And now Barles is going to go for the docks. He's pushing this stuff back. He knows ACCM can't see him anymore. The camels aren't here. And he instantly goes for the castle and the docks. Heavy cav archer on the way. ACCM will be teching into land units. You can see Barista Man now on the way to area heal his camels and his Mamluks. He's going to be teching into land units in response to this. He still has his galleys over here, so he thinks he's covering the water. But Barles will be making a switch onto the water. Did they get fast fire ship? They do. Magyars get fast fire with shipwright. That's crazy. Never would have expected that. Cav archers looking for a way in. ACCM is walled. Fantastic. And I wonder if it's Galleon or if it's fast fire from Barles. I would love to see Galleon. He's going to go for the war galley upgrade first. And ACCM will discover these docks and he'll be like, oh crap. That's not good. Now he has to tech into war galley. Also going into heavy camel to defend himself on land. And now Barles will be making the switch into halberdier as ACCM gets elite Mamluk. So they are just countering each other what they think their opponent's going to switch into. Barles sees the camels. He's going to go for the barracks for the halberdier. ACCM saw one barracks. And he sees the docks. He's going to go for the galleon upgrade. Barles actually saved for shipwright first. That's why. That is a big investment, a very expensive technology, but a very useful one long term. And he'll be waiting till that completes before he makes any ships or gets any techs. Elite Mamluk. Camels. Cav archers with recurve bow. Now sniping some more villagers. Fast fire. Galleon. Oh man. Full tech tree battle here. Full tech tree battle. Barles did grab that second relic, by the way. As we see the Mamluks coming in. Like I said, I'm not certain how they will do against the full range from the cav archers. Once they're up close, the Mamluks will do fairly well. But yeah, the lack of Pierce armor is just an issue. And now it's heavy demo from ACCM on the way. Magyars do not get heavy demo. That's the one thing that they're going to miss. And elite cannon galleon as well. Barles has 2 relics. He got the one in his base. Yeah, it's gone. He's got 2 here. ACCM going for more castles. Plenty of res available here. Get comfortable, chat. We're going to be here for a while. And Barles goes to the stone walls, but he can't complete it. He can't complete it. You can't build on the ice there. Oh my god. The camels are in. Barles will need to pull these cav archers back to deal with that, but he can't go through this way because the galleons are there. Halbs will need to come back to deal with this. He might have been able to go for a dock here to dock block this. If he had made a dock right here, he could have potentially walled it off. But the camels are being a problem, and Barles will need to send Halbs to deal with that. Mamluks finding the range against the Trebs as the cav archers try and snipe them from behind. And it's Onager now coming. Oh my god. We're going to see the full Saracen tech tree from ACCM. He has the resources for it. We're going to see him attempt to go for the full tech tree achievement. As the demo came in, got a really good shot against those fires, but didn't quite clear them up, and the fires are clearing up the galleons now. ACCM. We'll have to get more demos on the water, more galleons here to prevent the cannon galleons from coming out from Barles. Mamluks now coming over. Capped Ram coming in as well from ACCM. Saracens have a very sick tech tree. We're seeing it. And these camels are just so tanky, man. They're just so tanky. I think ACCM would be well suited just making camels. I don't think he needs the Mamluks. I don't think he needs any of that stuff. Just camels. Just send them in. They got 170 HP. Finally getting cleared up. So, Barles can take a breather there for a little bit. Mamluks are pushing in those Siege Ram Elite Cannon Galleon in from ACCM. I mean, I don't even want to know how much res this man has spent on technologies. That's insane. Barles has a lot of cannon galleons. He's got 4 already. He's just trying to keep those things alive. Castle, galleons, cav archers, all up against the Mamluks, and the Mamluks still clear all of the cav archers. Yeah, I don't know, man. Recurve bow cav archers are great, but I don't know if this was the... Wow, that's a lot of demos. Uh-oh. Don't actually do too much. I don't know if this is the Civ matchup that you really wanted. Pravinian army now. He's thinking about Magyar Hussar. Magyar's struggling. Too many anti-cavalry units, and now he's thinking about adding in more cavalry as the Mamluks just push past those cav archers. The Rams are working away. There's no way for Barles to clear those. And the barracks will go down, and this castle is still being targeted. And I think Barles is like winning the water, kind of, but not really, and losing on both sides. More barracks being added from Barles. Still 133 villas. Trying to take out this castle now. Siege engineers on the way from ACC. How many resources has this man spent on technologies? Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Like we can see here, he's got so many techs in. Still missing quite a few, but on average, more than you would get in a normal game, that's for sure. Another castle forward from ACCM. Barles can't deal with these Mamluks. Needs cav archers over here. But the cav archers are over here. Trying to deal with these Mamluks. And Barista Man healing is doing quite nice. The area healing is beautiful. Can't heal that. Mamluks, I think, also getting a bonus against ships or something? I mean, looks like they are. Maybe they just have a ton of attack. I guess they're doing 14 damage against the ships, so it makes sense. Gold game? If it's a gold game, we should favor the Saracens, for sure. Murder holes is coming in. Treadmill crane is coming in. Two-man saw is coming. Every single technology in the game is coming in for ACCM, and this was Barles that wanted to play into this late game matchup. This was all Barles' idea. It failed. You're playing Magyars against Saracens late game. It's not working out. ACCM is absolutely farming every unit that Barles sends out here. KD is 254 to 150. Mamluke's come in again. He lost track of those. He was paying attention on the other side. But he's still producing Navy, and he hasn't lost the water yet. Yeah, they're only doing 14 damage to the galleons. They're not getting any extra bonus damage or anything like that. The ships used to be classified as camels, but it hasn't been that way since user patch. And Mamluks don't even get bonus damage against camels anyway. Okay, Barles is going to clear up some Mamluks. He's going to clear up some Trebs as well. He's pushing this castle back, or attempting to anyway. Magyar Hussar actually doing quite a nice job up against those Trebs. Lots of bonus damage against the siege, but the Mamluks are still coming. And they managed to defend this area. ACCM continues to push in on both sides. The Mamluks are in over here. Barles is cooked. Absolutely cooked. ACCM has now won the water. Superior water tech tree. Superior land tech tree. Superior economy. Nice game, though. A very, very nice game. Superior smile. That's right. Also, Barles has been streaming with a camera lately, and I can't help but think. Back me up on this, chat, if you agree with me. That Barles with hair kind of looks like Raymond from Everybody Loves Raymond. Thoughts? I agree. Yes. Ray Romano. That's right. Kind of looks like Ray Romano. He's not giving up. More castles. And another castle over here from ACCM. Hoardings is now in for ACCM. Hussar coming in for ACCM. Fully clearing the docks so he can clear all of this stuff at the front. And Barles plays on. Barles plays on. Wow. 172 pop. I mean, why not, right? You don't resign at 172 pop. Maybe 171, but definitely not 172. That's just unacceptable. Wood for Barles? He still has wood available. There's still wood around. Especially if he pushes back one of the sides. Potential problem for ACCM now is having too many ships on the water. So if he has too much pop in this middle area on water, it could hurt his land army. Probably needs to delete like 15 of those galleons. But his land army still seems to be doing fine. Saracens with the Mamluks just coming in there, sniping the two Trebs. Castle's no longer under attack. And the castle's up on this side. So Barles is stuck. Barles has nothing in the queue. Yep. There's nothing he can do. Nothing in the queue, nothing he can do. Hussar raiding at the back here. Cav archers needing to retreat. Now kicked off the gold. So Barles has 1 on gold somewhere. 0 on gold now. Barles has no gold whatsoever. He's selling food. He's at 163 pop. You don't resign at 163 pop. Maybe 160 pop. There we go. It was 153. That was the magic number. Great job from ACCM. I mean, just insane, right? Absolutely insane. The amount of text that he got, fully utilizing the Saracen tech tree. He was not afraid of getting those different elements of the Saracen army involved. You can see down here just text flying in the middle of Imperial Age, and his resources were also insane. I have to question Barles wanting to play into that up against Saracens. It's only like 5 more technologies too. That's wild. Like, it's only 5 more techs for ACCM. It feels like so much more. Yeah. Barles did not want to play late game there with Magyars, that's for sure. He tried to. In hindsight, not a good idea. Okay, we marked that down. That's a win for the Saracens and a loss for the Magyars. And then a win on Graupel for ACCM as home map. So we might be going to one of Barles' home map. Boundary Brawl and Mired. He looked super strong on the last Boundary Brawl we watched him on. And that was when he was playing the Hunts. And he actually TC'd the outside edge. So Barles has some strats cooked up. Definitely. It's going to be Boundary Brawl. Oh, Barles has some strats cooked up, dude. Okay. A Civ I have not seen on Boundary Brawl. I've only seen the Civ once so far in this tournament. It is the Vikings. And Barles is leaving. Again, he just leaves. He says, I don't want the center. It's fine. I let Vivi get the center last time around. He kind of screwed himself. ACCM is TCing the center with the Koreans. But Barles is just going to leave. And Barles will get the TC set up over here. There are rhinos on the outside you can take. It's going to be harder for Barles to find them now. Because he doesn't have the horse as the Huns. But he will see a rhino right over here. And he's probably going to see a rhino over here, and he has these 2 elephants as well. ACCM should probably come forward with a villager and snag those if he can't see Barles on this middle area. I think those should be the first 2 animals that you bring in if you're ACCM. Anyway, Koreans are also a good civ for this map. Good on the water, and then you can make the transition into archers or skirms or cav archers or whatever, and you get the automatic armor upgrades, which is sick. No demos though? Yeah, no demos is a little rough for sure, but no fires from Vikings. So did the lack of demos really matter? Not really. ACCM is coming out, and he's going to bring in both of these elephants immediately. Barles will go for that dock really quickly. And Barles can't see this rhino. Oh my god, he can see that one though. He can't see this rhino. That is crazy. Score? Oh yeah, true. Sorry.
I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Okay, ACCM brings in this elephant. Barles will see that both of his elephants are gone, so he won't even go for those. He finds the rhino now. And he's going to bring it in with 1 villager in the TC. This is going to be a journey to kill this rhino. Nice. Well done. Hey. As of rec, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate you. The middle is all visible? Yeah, the middle is all visible. All visible. So Barles can see that ACCM took those in. You can see he's already leaving. ACCM has actually found quite a few water buffalo as he crossed the water here. So that's going to give him a lot of good exploration. He's got 4 of them. And he'll be able to scout out this entire side. I'm just wondering, like, what's the strategy for Barles? Is it galley play? Is he just going to mass galleys, hang out on the side of the map, try and survive and control the water? Or is he going to go fast castle? I don't know. I guess it would depend on how many resources he could find. He's going to find another rhino over on this side, which is nice. He already sees one out here, if he remembers it was there. ACCM, in the meantime, he's going to have 4 elephants to take. 4. So much free food for ACCM. Why? Because Barles doesn't want to mess with this. It worked out for him last time. He gave all the food to his opponent, but he was safe. And he didn't have to worry about transporting villagers, like moving them across the water when his opponent had water control. Or them getting shot by the TC because they're chasing Hunt. It's just a more consistent area to set up. ACCM, are we good? Holy fuck, dude. That was a last minute house. Holy, that was a last minute house. That elephant was right on top of him. He was sniffing his neck. And ACCM stalled it out and saved the villager. Beautiful job. How good do longboats do against turtles? Turtles should do fairly well against them, but turtles are very expensive and not very maneuverable. I think I'd rather have like 5 longboats than a turtle. We'll also spot another rhino up here, right? Maybe? No. 3 rhinos is not bad, but ACCM got 4 elephants. And ACCM is going to have access to all of this hunt as well. Efficiency-wise, is it better to TC outside? No, it's probably better to TC inside, so you have the TC up faster. And the villagers out sooner, collecting resources. But in terms of, like, long-term walking distance, it could help, yeah. Because you're going to have to send all of these vills out here. So, like, early on, it's better, but long-term, you might be onto something. For just the fact that every single villager that leaves this TC is going to have to walk for a minute to get to where they need to go. And Barles might have done the math on that. You never know. It's just a huge thing to give up all of the hunt in the center. Res collected already higher for balls. Okay, balls with more res collected. You're right. Pretty pog. Feudal Age on the way. He'll get handcart for free. 6 fishing ships. That's a lot on this map. Wow. He's going to go up to 7 fish. That is more than I've seen ever on this map. Remember that the first set of the day, I think Vikings were picked as well, right? Hart and Winchester, Vikings were picked for Vinch, I think. And they might have had boundary brawls, so maybe Winchester has been practicing with Barles. Free wheelbarrow, Barles Eco will explode. Well, he doesn't have any farms, and wheelbarrow doesn't affect wood as much as he's trying to get the lumber camp set up. Brother, it's not gonna work, dude. You can't get there. You gotta chop through the tree first. There's no way to get to that lumber camp. It looks nice, for sure. But yeah. Wheelbarrow's not really going to affect that much until you have farms up. Or you're like severe long distance gathering things. It does affect the wood eco a little bit and the gold eco a little bit, but not to a significant degree. Galley's coming out now from Barles. He will be able to control water. One fire galley is not going to be enough for ACCM, and ACCM is trying to go for a fast castle. I actually really like this build-up from Barles. Now that I'm looking at the res collected, I'm looking at like the efficiency numbers. Like, it's looking good. Look at the move time here. It's actually more for ACCM, even though Barles came all the way out here early on. And gathering time is more for Barles. Part of that is because of the extra fishing ships that he's had. As ACCM will now be running with his fish, and the fire galley comes in. Barles should be able to deal with that. ACCM's on the way to the castle age. Barles isn't going to be that far behind. What's the difference in res? It's 400 res collected ahead for Barles. Now, the absolute Giga Chad play would be to TC on the outside, and then when you sense your opponent's going up to castle age, or about to, go back and douche him on the inside. I left, but now I'm back. Can the ships take food from the cows if they're on water towel? No. Do Vikings have good monks? No, they have horrific monk texture. Well, I mean, they get block printing, they get sanctity, but they're missing redemption, which makes any monk texture horrific. They don't get sanctity, never mind. They get block printing. They're missing illumination, they're missing... It's a horrific monk texture. They get atonement. Okay, what's the plan for ACCM? I guess it's just war wagons. Is he going to make the castle in the middle? Is he going to let his opponent know what's going on? That's the question. Think he makes the castle in the middle. Barles will know the timing on the castle. Then the war wagons have to go through the navy from Barles. But, I mean, how much damage to a war wagon can a galley realistically do? And Barles could add in longboats as well to help.
You should have heard your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt when I pulled a surprise visit. She was like, oh!
Yeah. So he knows the timing on the castle. He's just sniping as many ostrich as he can. He wants to deny that food to ACCM. He's also got a galley over here, trying to work away. We've got water control for Barles, but he has to be careful about the war wagons coming into his base. As Barles goes for another dock on this side, and longboats are coming out. This is a fight I've never seen war wagon against longboat. Straight up. I think longboats are going to be good with the extra arrows. War wagons have a lot of pierce armor, but I think the extra arrows are going to be nice. Kind of. A little bit. I mean, it pushed it. It's running. Longboats have pierce armor too? Yeah, the war wagons are going to struggle to kill the longboats for sure. Galleys are over here. They're going to be able to kill this TC. Barles has to make sure he tracks all of the wagons, and ACCM is going to potentially lose a wagon versus the longboats. No, it survives, dude. The wagon survives on 3 HP. Another TC up here from Barles. He already has handcart automatically. And the monks are coming out. No sanctity hurts against wagons. And the wagons are just coming in. ACCM is going to ignore the TC fire here. Still got a weak one over on this side. Should be cleared up by the longboats. He's taken a few of these water buffalo. And he's just trying to do as much damage as possible. Another monastery from Barles. He's managed to kill a wagon. Make it 2. And he might even be able to convert this one. I'm not certain this is going to be a good push at the end of the day from ACCM. Little inconvenient from Barles, for sure. But ACCM threw away a lot of his early wagons, and he's losing his TC here. So he's only going to have 1 town center to try and produce from. Oh, Barles got a wagon. At the end of the day, ACCM didn't even manage to kill a villager with those wagons right underneath the TC. He didn't kill a single villager. Barles at 43 villas, ACCM 39. Fire galley now coming out from ACCM. That's interesting. Against this many galleys. Wonder if that's just like a reflex unit, or he's actually trying to do something with that. He killed some water bison. Okay. Killed some water buffalo. More wagons on this side. No sanctity hurts so much. Viking monk tech tree is hot garbanzo. Oh boy. What's this? Villagers on the run. Villagers on the run. Barles is tracking this. A bunch of these villagers are like 1 hit away from death, and it's the converted wagon of all units. ACCM is going to be running away. That guy's dead. She's going to die. Soon. Maybe. Potentially. ACCM runs in circles. Run! He's trying to clear these up. He's trying not to get his wagon converted, and he's managed to save 4 of them. ACCM moving in mysterious ways here. As he tries to deny that TC, it's not going to work. Villagers are still alive. ACCM will lose another wagon, though. Barles will, unfortunately, probably lose that monk. And these villagers are still cooking. And now he stops, so they're all dead. Okay. Barles manages to deny the villagers coming out on that side. Barles also killing that fire, as we suspected he would. Wagons on this side, not really able to do too much, except idle a little bit of extra eco from Barles. He's got more monks on the way, and Barles will go for a castle. I mean, this does not look good at all for ACCM. What a strategy from Barles. Go to the outside with Vikings, give your opponent all that free food, and you're still fine. Monastery now coming up for ACCM, likely for devotion. All of the relics as well are on this middle water area. So if you control the water, you should theoretically get all of the relics. Barles rewalls out here. He's got the castle. ACCM needs to move away from that. We're going to have some monks as well from Barles. Ready at home to defend, and ballistics is on the way. That's just really, really impressive from him. What a strat. I haven't seen Vikings on this map at all. Maybe ACCM should have played into water early in Feudal Age to counter this, but then you're playing water against Vikings, like galleys against Vikings. Not good. Not good at all. Barles even with a second castle now. Res collected. He's 1k4 ahead of ACCM. But ACCM plays on. He's got 3 TCs on the outside. 63 villagers against the 62 from Barles. And it looks like he's interested maybe in another castle somewhere. Could also go for towers to secure his shoreline if he's that worried about it. You think we will see other players try this in later rounds? Now people will know how to counter it? Really? How do you counter it? Electrical. Double university from Barles, does he? Oh, he does! It's fine. Yeah, I don't know immediately how to counter this. You'd have to play practice games to see what works. Ban Vikings? I mean, that could be a strat, right? I think I saw Vikings being banned a couple times in previous drafts, so maybe that explains. Maybe those players had matched up against this type of strat. Relics are coming in now for Barles. ACCM is stuck in the middle, and there's no hiding here. Like, Barles knows exactly where the villagers are. Exactly where the wagons are being healed. There's no hiding whatsoever. You have full vision. Barles even adding in fish traps because all the fish are gone. All of the fish are gone around the ponds. How long is idle TC time for Barles? 12.5 minutes. He's got 3 TCs though. It's not the worst thing. How was ACCM ahead in bills? Idle TC. Right, ACCM. I mean, he's still gaming. Barles isn't in a position really to click up to Imperial H soon. ACCM seems to have a pretty consistent food eco. He's now clearing some of the galleys over there. He's got enough war wagons to contest a little bit against the longboats of the galleys. Maybe get some good raids in. And Vikings, if you ignore the water and you just play land, they're not going to have the best tech tree against you. Like, Koreans should have the better land tech tree than Vikings. So maybe ACCM can turn this into just a land battle. Maybe, like, using his wagons to kill the navy from Barles. And taking it away from the water. Barles trying to go up to him. Cannon galleons could be super useful here, right? Bracer for the longboats. Trebs to take out this castle could all be very, very useful. Like, if you roll Trebs this way to take out this castle, and then you have longboats protecting the Trebs, it's going to be extremely difficult for ACCM to deal with that. Wagons just, like, casually walking in. How far can longboats reach with Bracer and the unique tech? Can be like, what, 7 plus 3? It's 10 tiles? Unique tech only adds attack. Oh my god, what a moonwalk there. That wagon absolutely flexing on these, but elite longboat, I believe, adds an extra range, so it would be 7 plus 3. The unique tech only adds attack, the longboats. Do Koreans get heated shot? No. They do. That's Japanese. Don't get it. I knew someone with good towers didn't get it. Hey, speaking of towers, ACCM trying to go for one. Longboats are going to deny this all day. Can't let the guard towers go up. ACCM now on the way to Imperial Age. He's getting more galley research, so he's thinking about getting back on the water. And he's got a lot of docks, and he's got the towers to protect his docks. So we have ourselves a game very similar to last game. Both players going to reach Imp with good economies. We'll see a lot of techs in here. And we'll see which Civ truly wins in this matchup. I mean, the water being available in the center of the map, controlling so much of the map, is going to be amazing for Barles. Because in a standard land map matchup, Vikings will not be able to deal with Koreans. You know what would help the wagons? Turtles. I mean, turtles could be sick here, right? think the longboats with all the upgrades should still do pretty well against the turtles. Bomber towers could be sick, maybe. Wagons need to run away. Barles with another TC. 98 villagers for ACCM. He doesn't have any in the queue. He's going for shipwright. So ACCM is going to try and get all of his dock techs in. He's hoping this castle can hold long enough for him to get those ships out on the water and for his unique tech to come in for the towers, and I think it will. In the meantime, Barles is going for elite longboat. Two crazy, like, full tech tree games in a row. Unique tech for ACCM comes in. His towers get the extra range now, but the castle's going to fall. Okay, 7+3 range now on the longboats. They don't have the unique tech for the attack, but still very, very powerful here as ACCM goes for that tower in the center area. Doesn't have any villagers left in the center area, so can't tower there unless he sends more across. And Barles will roll over with the trips as he tries to take out the galleons as soon as they're on the water. Doesn't want ACCM to be massing behind that. ACCM still with some sneaky wagons on the side here too. Chemistry Embracer coming in for ACCM. Careening on the way. I think that was dry dock. No, that was careening from Barles. Wagon's not very useful anymore against these longboats. Wagons doing nothing. I mean, they are shutting off the other sides, right? They've been very annoying, these wagons. Barles has had to deal with them all game. There's more wagons over here he has to deal with. More wagons over here. He doesn't really have any land units that he's teched into. It's just all been navy. So he has to hope that the wagons are running into his castles. This is nice from Barles, clearing up those towers. Super valuable. You want to have as much mobility on water as possible. I just want to see turtles versus longboats. That's all I want to see. I know galleons are cool and all, but I want to see turtles versus longboats. Cannon galleons are sick versus longboats. With the splash damage and the way longboats stack up, if you add cannon galleons behind your galleons, like not even to deal with the buildings, just to deal with the navy, it can be really nice. If Barles gets shipwright. Or Barles... No, Vikings don't have shipwright, right? They already have a discount. Longboats versus galleons, super tough to judge. Both players have units stacked, and it's actually the galleons with more in this fight. And Barles will need to retreat. Production for ACCM is nice. It's very, very strong. And Barles, it only has one longboat in the queue. One longboat only. Barles still has the higher score, but ACCM is catching up fast. And, I mean, this is starting to look like a fairly good situation for ACCM. I'd love to see Barles try and snipe these relics while he can. And ACCM needs to bring them in as well. I mean, Barles already has 2 relics, but he couldn't quite grab the other ones. Wagon's still in the back. Hello, Bullet Chen. Bullet Chen is asking if there are any ACCM fans in the chat. He is the team manager of My Insanity. He's like their dad. He is ACCM's dad. He's daddy. Little weird. But there he is. And I think we have some ACCM fans here. All right, 27 longboats for Barles. 6 cannon galleons for ACCM. This is sick, dude. That's such a good buildup from ACCM.
Fuck you all, you're
This is going to be so tough for Barles to fight. With the cannon galleons behind, they can clear the docks instantly. They can get the splash damage up here against the longboats, and now Barles is taking into War Galley. He might want to go into galleons now, too. A little bit more cost-effective than the longboats. I think you're kind of hard committed onto the longboats now, so maybe that's the best course of action. Murder holes again, 2 straight games. Murder holes for ACCM as Barles pushes forward with these. You might think that siege rams could be good to tank the fire from the ships. That's like old school islands tech, right? Go siege ram on the shoreline to distract the fire. Cannon galleons are farming longboats, and Barles comes in here to try and snipe those. He's missing. He snipes 3. Trying to get more. He gets another one. And he's running out of units. So good from ACCM. So good from ACCM. Meanwhile, nothing really happening on land. Trebs versus towers. And ACCM is adding in stables. He's going to go Hussar with the Koreans. Barles has plenty of res, but nothing to do with it. The strategy looked amazing. Super solid strategy. Barles had full control, but now it's ACCM just exerting his tech tree again. Siege ram is in from Barles. Tries to queue up more longboats. He's trying to go for more docks on this side. More siege rams on the other side. Random siege ram in the middle of the eco here from ACCM. But the castle falls over here from Barles. More buildings are going to die, and he still does not have enough to fight back the Navy. If he gets the siege rams involved distracting everything, though, he might be able to back. 26 longboats only. Man, ACCM put himself in a really good position here. And I think we found the counter to this play. You just let the Vikings do whatever they want. You boom up behind, you let them control the water, and they can't finish you off. That is 8 elite cannon galleons. The castle goes down. The rams are coming out. So they're distracting a lot of the fire as the longboats push in from behind. But on this side, ACCM also taking out the docks from Barles. So Barles is going to have very limited docks to keep making these longboats from. ACCM not patrolling the ships correctly, though. Not all of his ships are attacking. Still, it doesn't matter. He's got so many of them. Cannon galleons are taking out all the buildings. I mean, it's just 2 straight games for Barles. He ran into a better tech tree. First the Saracens, then the Koreans. He had Magyars versus Saracens, Vikings versus Koreans. It's just not conducive to victory. Freaking Rams, dude. ACCM's gonna look back and his whole eco's just gonna be gone. Nice snipes there against the bomber cannons. Beautiful job. Still no unique tech for Barles. He could definitely afford it. Bob's Vinegar. He could 100% afford that for the extra attack for the longboats. And another siege workshop for more rams on the side. As now ACCM is the one with water control. And he's kind of struggling to finish off Barles a little bit. Elite Berserker now on the way. Another castle going up. Elite Berserk is going to be tough if you lose all of your castles to produce the Berserks from. It's also going to be tough if those cannon galleons manage to snipe all of your longboats that are conveniently stacked up here. Brutal. Kind of brutal. All right, Ram's working away. One building at a time. Berserks are coming out from Barles. He has lost water control. ACCM, almost 60 population on the water. So that's a lot of population that isn't on land. You can maybe, you know, open some opportunities for yourself. Garrison the Berserks in the Rams and push him with those potentially. Who knows? That raises the question if longboats are kind of weak for me. Well, to be fair, Barles only ever had like half as many longboats as ACCM had galleons. He didn't add as many longboats as he probably should have. And I think you can make the argument that Barles probably should have teched into galleon maybe instead of elite longboat. Since it's a little bit more consistent. I feel like Barles' boom was sus. Well, ACCM was in his eco with wagons the entire time. Man, Barles is kind of cooking here with the Siege Ram Berserk play. There's chieftains right there. All the towers are going down from ACCM. Suddenly there's no stone at all. Suddenly there is no stone at all. And ACCM is down to 100 villagers. He's going into cav archers to try and deal with these berserkers. But Barles just keeps garrisoning them in the Rams. All of Barles' eco is now being ranged by the water from ACCM. But ACCM still has 60 population on the water, and ACCM is housed at 170 pop, and Barles keeps coming. ACCM needs to delete some of these galleons. He's losing more houses, dude. He can't stop losing houses. Okay, hang on a second. Barles is back. Look at this. ACCM has lost half the map. Barles has lost his monastery with the relics inside. There are still relics on the water. ACCM is still housed. He's been housed for a minute more. And bomber cannons are trying to come out if the siege workshop survives long enough. I mean, the Rams are still pushing. The berserkers are still pushing from this side with the Rams as well. More houses might go down. The farming eco is at the edge of the map for Barles. And he's learned, man. He's building everything away from the water. 37 berserkers for Barles. ACCM has too much population on this middle area. However, he isn't housed anymore. So he's fine on that count for the time being. Bomber cannon did not come out of this siege workshop. It got killed before it could. 3 Rams now in the queue here from... Oh, fuck. Are they stuck? They got out. Where are all the berserks? They're all like scattered everywhere. They're on this side, I guess. ACCM now down to 95 bills. He's going heavy cav archer with Koreans in order to deal with these berserks and the Rams. He is having big problems here. Huge problems. Rams still working away. More Rams on the way. ACCM finding stone somewhere. We don't know where. But Barles is going to kill the towers now as ACCM builds them. And he does. And there's a lot of berserks over here. Hang on a second. That's so stupid, dude. Barles still has 130 bills. Look at where he's farming. He's on the edge of the map. No TC gaming for Barles. That's right. No TC gaming for Barles. Absolutely insane. Here he comes. ACCM housed again at 195. Now he's housed at 190. It's going to be hard for him to make more units. Barles will need to figure out a way to kill these, though. The cav archers are going to be very good against the berserks and the hand cannons as well. But the berserks are sheltered by the rams for the time being. And ACCM is losing more villagers. He's down to 80 vills. Hang on us! Holy fuck, Barles! There's no way, right? There's no way! Barles has 43 berserks. He's going to win this game. He's going to win this game. ACCM's going to have water control, but nothing else. Back to the center island. Yep. We need to go back, Marty. Where it all began. Oh my god. Absolutely insane. ACCM is just omega giga housed. I've never seen anyone be this housed for this long. And it's going to get worse, too. Like, it's getting worse. He's 177 out of 145. He's lost so many buildings. And Barles just continues to garrison berserks in rams. I don't think this was part of the plan for Barles. When he was thinking about this strat, he was thinking, oh, the water control is going to be sick. He's not thinking, I'm going to farm on the edge of the map where he can't reach me so I can garrison my berserks in the rams and kill all his houses. Yeah, Barles has chieftains. So he's getting extra gold from killing these villagers with berserks. And now the berserks are working away on the cav archers. ACCM still at 80 villagers. He hasn't made a villager in forever. He's still housed. And he's lost this whole side of the map. He is now trying to expand into Barles' side of the map. More siege ramps from this stupid little siege workshop back here. And a TC finally from Barles on this side. Unbelievable. Barles coming in here. He's going to try and kill the cav archers with his berserks. He's going to try and clear as many of those up as he can. And he's got plenty of gold, too. I wonder how much gold Chieftains has actually brought him here. He's killed quite a few villagers, so probably quite a bit. How much gold do you get for killing a vill? Like 5? Or is it more than that? Where did the relics go? The relics are just here and on the middle. Too busy for relics. All right, we have a little temporary calm here until Barles comes in with his next raid. His next wave of berserks and rams. Insane, dude. Insane. Probably like one of the games of the tournament for me. It's right up there with a few of the others that I've seen. ACCM fights on because it's ACCM, because of course he does. He has max population. Would hand cannon be better than CA for ACCM? He was trying to go for hand cannons. Here comes the Rams. He's like, I'm coming for you. And the berserks eject, and they're going to kill a lot of those units. Oh my god, they absolutely feast. They feast on the light cav. ACCM is on the run. He's trying to save his cav archers. This is a big bonus to cav archers, is that you can use the mobility to run away from the berserks. And Barles manages to win that fight. The bombard tower will go down for ACCM. He will kill some of the berserks, but there will be more on the way as the Rams now work away on the docks from ACCM. The building's raised amount here for Barles is going to be insane. Barles, no eco. He's dead. That's some cope there from you, Bullet. Can you switch to res destroyed? I don't even know if I have that. No, I don't have that functionality on Capture H. Okay. ACCM just back to the middle. You did have that though? No. It was on... Res Destroyed was on NAC. That was on the NAC Capture H. Alright. ACCM is stabilized quite a bit. He's no longer housed. He's got the Cav Archers. And he's moving around the map. Now, Barles still has a bunch of wood and stuff available to him. He's rebooming. And this game Holy fuck. The game goes on. ACCM is just getting as far away from these ram pushes as he possibly can. I've never seen someone garrison more units and rams than Barles has in this game. Uh-oh, ACCM. A little stuck here, buddy. Still has the galleons in the center as well. And more houses are going to go down. Going to start getting housed again. As soon as he loses some units. Like Cav. Over on the side. ACCM should probably set up a monastery and grab these relics while he can. But, I mean, there's a lot of things he needs to focus on right now. Absolutely unbelievable. Here come the pikemen. Another siege workshop, unsurprisingly, there from Barles. He's pushing it with the rams. He's trying to go after these light cav. And the cav archers. He's trying to clear whatever army he can from ACCM. ACCM is still building more houses. He's somehow managing to keep himself, you know, all housed up after losing everything. He's very impressive, and he might even be able to keep these bomber cannons alive, which he does. What's the wood supply looking like for ACCM? He's still got wood here. And wood over here. Barles has 40 villagers in the queue. And I think now is time maybe for skirmishers from Barles, potentially. As you start to run out of gold, you might want to think about the skirm switch now. I don't think it was viable earlier, but it might be viable now. Ooh, Barles is thinking about maybe water. Big investment to get back on water. And ACCM pushes back on this side with the cav archers. Wow. Just wow, dude. So many cav archers here from ACCM. ACCM might have stabilized. Might have it now. Cannon Galleon being chased by berserks. Hang on a second. Hang on. Nope. Neither have relics. It's been a It's been rough, bro. It's been rough. Cav archers are now going for the counter raid. This might be brutal. Barles actually managed to get guard tower there for whatever reason. I don't know what the guard tower was for. I don't see a single one. Oh, it's over here to deny the gold from ACCM. Just out of range of the cannon galleons, but still within range of these bombard cannons on the side. He's going to try and clear up. Cav archers come in here trying to raid, and he does end up killing a bunch of villagers. There is a gold over there. There's still a gold here for Barles. He has plenty of resources, but all of his councils are on that side if he wants to go for berserks. They're all on that side. Oh my god. Here we go again. 175 population against 198. This whole map is just being cleared. Wave 8. Yep. All right. ACCM's going to have to run from this area. The Navy continues to be very annoying for Barles. Just killing everything near the shoreline. More cav archers over here. ACCM has found his way over to this gold, and he's protecting it with the ships as well. And a lot of the berserks are dying. The cav archers are doing a great job here from ACCM. He is losing his archery ranges, so it's going to be really tough for him to replace the cav archer numbers. But he does have archer ranges up here, and he's making more. So he's going to be fine. Barles kicks ACCM off this gold. He can't see that ACCM is on this gold. The win condition is relics? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think ACCM's on his way to winning this game. Barles seems to be running out of steam just a little bit. He's kind of staying away from the skirmisher switch for whatever reason. I mean, maybe he wants to put all of his wood into rams. That could be the case. He's now going for a TC over here, which should be able to cut off this this gold. Barles is tunnel visioning. I mean, to be fair, his tunnel vision brought him back into the game. His tunnel vision brought him back into this, to be fair. It's more gold. Chieftain's coming in clutch. Dead villagers here from ACCM. It's not a ton of gold, though. Barles will need to get back onto this before the Navy comes over, and here comes the Navy. You can clear up that gold again with those cannon galleons. They will range that. There's still 7 of them. And still looks like ACCM's going to be fine over on this side. How many buildings do you think Barles will have raised by the end of the game? I'm going to say 262. Not enough? Probably not enough. Barles controls the majority of the wood over on this side, but ACCM still has a bunch of wood left over. On this side, every tree is worth 150 wood, so it's more than you might think. And Barles will need to run with all of these villagers now. ACCM, though, throwing some cav archers away against that castle. That's not great. And Barles still with 138 vills. Jesus. This is just one of those games, man. This is just one of those games that, like, you can't explain it. It just happens. It's just Age of Empires. Players don't know what they're doing. They're just reacting. They're looking for opportunities. They might be finding them. Barles went for a monastery here, and he's trying to be sneaky and grab those relics while he can, because he's basically out of gold right now. But that monk's actually going to end up dying. Most likely, potentially. Monk ends up dying. Damn. ACCM grabbed 2 of the relics with his monastery in the center. And Barles has 140 villagers, but he doesn't have any gold anymore. Damn, dude. Oh my god. First I thought ACCM couldn't win the game. And then I thought Barles couldn't win the game. And then I thought ACCM couldn't win the game. And now I'm thinking Barles can't win the game. ACCM still has the gold units. He's still got the cannon galleons. If he keeps those alive, he should be fine. He still has plenty of wood available to him. He's got food in the bank. And he's got the massive cav archers. He should be good. to push all of this stuff from Barles. And ACCM has more gold over here. Barles running out of gold there. It's only this stuff, which is in range of the cannon galleons now. Dude, that cannon galleon has 15 kills. What? 43 kills on these 3 units. Barles calls the GG, and what a good game it was. Game of the tournament right there so far. Probably. 228 berserks created from Barles. An amazing pushback, an amazing strategy to open up with, but ACCM managed it very well. What did I say? 262 ratings? Or raisings, not ratings. 173. ACCM actually killed more buildings than Barles did. That is insane. I guess those cannon galleons were going crazy. 174 raisings for Barles. 183 for ACCM. Can you check relics why they are on water again? What do you mean? Can I check relics why they're on water? They're always on the water. They start on the water.
GG.
Barles Eco, 150,000 resources collected. ACCM was behind there. But ACCM, much better KD, right? Barles was just feeding face with the Rams and the Berserks. That was an insane game. So ACCM goes up 2-1 over Barles. Damn, dude. Damn, ACCM. Chill, bro. Okay. The potentially final home map here. Potentially the final home map from Barles. Unless he wants to go to ACCM's home map, which he's going to do. He's going to go to ACCM's home map of Stranded. Lukewarm, thank you for the 28 months. And we're going to have Chinese for both players. Chinese mirror matchup on Stranded. I don't believe I've seen Chinese even once on Stranded yet. Barles will go for the TC over here. He probably would have wanted that on the gold, but he just wanted the TC as soon as possible, and I'm not certain that he saw that. He does now.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break.
Also, a little bit unfortunate fish placement. He can only see this one out here.
Swim.
Doesn't see the one close to the dock, and it's even fairly far away from the dock. ACCM's is right nearby. ACCM has the TC on the wood line and the weirdly shaped gold. It's a U gold. Winagore, thank you for the 21 months. Based on the way the last 2 games have gone, I mean, we're going to see some sort of Great Wall stone price at 1,000 gold buying crazy shenanigans bullshit here. Is it a U, a C, or an N? It's that weird Russian character. The Cyrillic alphabet character. I don't know what that is. That's what it is. Yeah. It's letter C. It's not a C. It's not a C. Watch this be a 10-minute game. It could be. It could be. That would be the classic, right? 2 amazing games in a row, and then just someone just goes out with like a buster. Hello, Chemical. How are you? Hope you're doing well. So Barles is behind on res collected so far. Quite significantly, actually. Probably because his fishing ship needs to take so long to get back to the dock, whereas ACCMs can drop off right away. But that's one of the things you have to scout for, right? Is a good fish location. Unfortunately for Barles, there wasn't really an area that he could make the dock that would be nice. He started a little in the corner here with the villager. Missed game 3 during cooking. Did the players cook? Oh my god, Si. It was the game of the tournament. I'm actually not lying. It was. Hey guys, I missed the last game. Was it good? I will watch it back after this one. Okay, no spoilers. It was a good game, dude. I thought we would see the impossible. That's the symbol that I'm thinking of, Marty. That one. The little N with the droopy side to the N. I say no spoilers as if the score isn't like right up here. All right, so let's see whether they go for water control early or whether they're going to go for land effort. I think both of them will try for the land and then just add in a few fires to protect their own fish. That's not Cyrillic. Whatever, dude. Fine. Sure. You got me. You got me, man. You got me. That's Greek lowercase? Alright. I don't know my alphabet in different languages. Can we temp ban extra for that? No. You're actually risking quite a lot asking for a temporary ban on Exocet. If you had asked for a temporary ban on Ominous, you wouldn't be back here for a while. You'd just disappear, dude. You'd be like walking home one day. People said, I saw him in Twitch chat. And then you'd just disappear. How many subs to show up with a wig? On to cast, no explanation. I mean, that's like thousands. I don't do sub shit like. The bigger problem wouldn't be the wig. The bigger problem would be streaming with a camera, which is very annoying to me. It'd have to be a lot. Are there people saying they speak Canadian like there are US people saying they speak American? Like, as a joke? Sure. I don't think I've ever heard an American person say, I speak American as a non-joke. Like, it's usually in this tone, I speak American. You know, like that's a joke. Do you have a favorite steakhouse like Three Forks or Ruth Chris? What are those? Anyway, stable here for ACCM. He's going to open scouts. I want to see an archer range follow up relatively quickly. I don't believe in scouts on this map without archers to back him up. And it's going to be a stable for Barles as well, but he might not be able to sneak around that way. So that might imply that the archer range is coming out soon. Double fire galley from ACCM as well. And ACCM has gone for the forward dock here. So ACCM has a much better start than Barles. Just a much cleaner executed build. Closer fish to the dock probably helped a little bit. As Barles now queues up 3 scouts. He's going to go for a fire galley in defense. And he's going to send the villagers forward into the scout from ACCM. So ACCM will spot this happening. And he knows that something is coming. Probably going to be a range. Might be a tower as well. Spearman should push forward from Barles wherever it is. It's right here. ACCM Spearman lagging a little bit behind. And Barles actually gets some really nice damage against that scout from ACCM. And there's the range right there. The scouts are good as long as you have the range. But you need to have a range. Otherwise, scouts just die to spearmen. Or they run into the TC. And Barles takes a hit from the spear, unfortunately. If we can't temp ban Exocep, can we pay him a monthly mod salary? That's a really weird way to go about getting a salary, Exocep. Making an alt account and then talking about banning you and then mentioning a mod salary. I mean, that's crazy, dude. That's some commitment. Okay. ACCM unable to kill the fishing ships from Barles as of yet. He's busy. And it's a tower in the middle of nowhere for Barles. It is just a tower for the sake of making a tower. ACCM is very nervous about this tower. He doesn't like this tower in the middle of nowhere. He says, no, 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 no. That's my middle of nowhere. Thank you for the raid with 69 viewers. Nice. Nice raid there, Danny. Thank you so much. As the tower attempt is happening for Barles, there's only one villager left. Tower is going up from ACCM as well. One archer goes down. Barles will complete the tower. I think. He won't complete it. Oh my god, 96%, brother. Come on, bro. And he's gonna lose another villager. Oh! That's the sound Barles is making right now. It's not good. There's no point sending villagers forward to complete this either because ACCM's just gonna batter it down. Now Barles doesn't have enough stone for a tower. That's right. Unfortunate. Did he take notes from Doubt's game? I mean, maybe. Pretty expensive middle of nowhere. The most expensive middle of nowhere. Yeah. I'm gonna go Bedge and die now. Thanks, Bedge. Are you not feeling very good, Danny? Damn. Well, I hope you feel better. That works, right, chat? Drunk again? Shut up, dude. Not feeling good. Fucking chatter. Drunk again? It's the alcohol. All right, fish are being moved from Barles. He's managed to keep some of them alive. ACCM is adding more. And ACCM is actually not that far ahead in terms of res collected, but it's going to scale quite nicely. He's going to be able to harass the woodline, the gold as well. And Barles isn't fishing at the moment. He's got the idle fishing ships. Oh, it feels like the last two games have kind of just taken it all out of him, right? You play two really late game matchups like that, and you lose both of them. Damn. I don't know what is okay to type in this chat anymore. The line is blurry. Drunk again? Yeah, Barles will take out that one. And archers are coming in on this side. So ACCM will have some archer problems as well, but he TC'd the gold. So he's fine. He's secure. He's got the tower in the middle of this area. So his woodline is kind of secured as well. Now they both buy res, and they're both up at the same time. Fish are working again. But it's 9 fishing ships against 5, and the res collected for ACCM is starting to scale. And weeks sober. Good job, buddy. Okay, Barles. What are we going to cook up? Because if the game continues like this and your boat just picking away, unless ACCM makes a critical mistake, he should be in front, right? He's now getting the armor for his scouts, and he's going to be able to clear up the archers there from Barles. Barles does have the archer range in the center, so he's kind of got control over this middle area, I suppose. But ACCM just has that fish advantage, and as far as I can tell, Barles is never really going to take that back. Which civ is better late game? Well, some people would say the Chinese, but honestly, I really prefer the Chinese. I think the Chinese have a huge tech tree advantage here. That's right. War galley upgrade. So, water is going to be the focus here for Barles. I think ACCM can sneak that in, even after making a few knights as well. And he goes for the siege workshop in the center. You could also just play fire galley if you're ACCM and try and outpop Barles. Barles still doesn't know about this. He does. He just hasn't come over here at all. Crossbow upgrade coming in for Barles. He has a decent sized army. 9 crossbows. It's not bad. Honest question, are mods actually paid? No. No. If I had millions of dollars, I would pay my mods for sure. Do it for free? I know. They're very generous. Love my mods. You're a literal dong trillionaire. Dude, I don't know if my mods would really appreciate it if I started slinging them dong on a regular basis. We might have some harassment lawsuit or something. Archer range here from Barles, the second one, because he's going to lose the one in the middle. He's managed to sneak all the way around here, but this is a very condensed eco for ACCM, and it's going to be a very safe eco for ACCM, as Barles now pushes him back on this side, finally noticing the dock on the side, and realizing there's actually fish over in that area. Barles will go for another TC. Speaking of condensed ecos, this one's going to look good as well, and that'll give him critical access to wood again on that side. And he's coming in with the crossbows. Can he do anything, though? There's double Scorpion here from ACCM. Ballistics is in for Barles, which is surprising. Like, that's a really early ballistic tech, given how few crossbows he had. There are only 4 real mods. Exocept, Weebasar, Ami, and Hoyo. God. You're missing a few there, buddy. Camels are in. And ACCM's wondering, where did these come from? And I'm wondering that as well. We didn't see them before, and ACCM's now losing villagers. Barles getting himself a beautiful raid here, killing the Scorpions out of nowhere. ACCM down to 42 vills. Barles at 55. And can ACCM do damage to counteract this? Not really. Barles will continue roaming around. The camels are still here. ACCM needs to abandon the woodline. Still no second TC. This is actually starting to look okay-ish for Barles. Notice how I didn't say good. Okay-ish. There's the Siege Workshop. Still no second TC is brutal for ACCM. Also, the fact that Barles has this fire galley here, he could clear some fish. He's going to kill one. That's the big advantage for ACCM. He needs to be very careful with his fish. And he kills that. Is there a planned blender giveaway? No. There will never be a blender giveaway. There's never been a blender giveaway. If I meet you in person, I may sign your blender, but I will never give it away. There are currently 3 certified, professionally signed Dave blenders in the world. Actually, 2 actual blenders, and then 1 person that brought like a blender stick, like one of those emulsifiers or whatever. Which I don't really know is a blender, but it does blend. Would you sign a sous vide? I'm not gonna sign a sous vide, dude. No. Call them immersion blenders in the UK. Okay. No, I would not, Spud. Maybe for you, but no, probably not. Second TC here from ACCM. We got 3 from Barles. And Barles loses the mangonel. He does pop out and snipe it, though, with the crossbows, and comes back inside just on time. Resources collected. He's starting to catch up a little bit. ACCM still has the fish, but it's only 7, and Barles is still fishing with 3. He doesn't have a dock to drop off at. Never mind. He's not actually fishing. He fished.
No sous vide is unfortunate.
But he's not fishing anymore. Knights now coming in from ACCM. +2 armor is brutal. Right? We have some camels, but the Knights can overwhelm the camels, and Barles needs to make sure he stays near the town center. And there's more camels behind. Now ACCM needs to retreat. 54 villagers for ACCM. 71 for Barles with a good farming eco. Barles is cooking, man. He's brought himself back into this game. Beautiful job from him. Really, really solid job from Barles. ACCM's still in a good spot, though. You can see res collected. He's still ahead. He's got the fish, right? He's going for another TC in the center. That won't only give him a good position to sit in the middle, but it'll also give him a shit ton of sight. Like, the line of sight on Chinese TCs is insane, right? So he can see everything that's happening in this middle area. He's also managed to snag the 2 relics that were in the middle. And he can go and get this relic, too, if he sees it, which he does. And he can get this relic as well, which he's going to get right now. ACCM is going to have a good setup for the rest of the game. It just has to start catching up in villagers now. Every single game this set has been really even, honestly. Can't even remember what the first one was. Was the first one... Raupol was second game. What was the first game? Nomad? Nomad. That's right. Oh, the Spanish Nomad game. That was a good one, too. Ah. Sad, dude. Sad that this set has to come to an end at some point. Yeah, the knight is over here. It's not able to deny the monk going for the relic, I think. Although the monk didn't make it out there, so maybe he did actually end up killing him. I think he might have. 30 damage. I think he did kill the monk. Crossbows coming in. Oh, and we look back just as the mangonel gets a huge shot against the crossbows. The camels are still here, so they'll push the knights away. But now the crossbows are gone for Barles. There's not a single one on the field anymore. All of them are gone. And it's just camels versus knights. 32 on food for Barles, only 23 on food for ACCM. So Barles should theoretically be able to keep up the production longer than ACCM will. $89 villagers. Barles. 77 villagers for ACCM. Another TC here for Barles. Let's take a look at the vision from ACCM. This TC sees everything. More camels on the way. More knights on the way for ACCM. Camels are out popping the knights now, though. ACCM needs to be careful. And there's a water buffalo in the mix. Making things annoying here for Barles. Snipes a mangonel, gets 2 knights converted. Actually deletes that one before it's converted. And now Barles is going to start converting units. And this doesn't look like a great fight for ACCM at all. This does not look good for ACCM at all. He's going to have to retreat from this. He got the initial conversions, but the camel production has been better than the knights. Now ACCM switching into camels later than Barles. Barles is still ahead on eco. Almost caught up the amount of res collected from ACCM. Knight also doing good work back here with a few raids in the eco. This TC is going to be built again from Barles, and we have ourselves a really close game once again. Really, really close. Game 4. I think Barles has this water buffalo like control grouped or something with his camels. Barles is gonna go for a castle. Oh boy. Barles is gonna go for a castle. ACCM's thinking about a castle. He can see the villagers here. The water buffalo! Get him off! He starts building the castle. Where can ACCM build his own castle? The camels are trying to hold the line. ACCM builds his castle a little bit up the hill. Imperial Age is on the way for Barles. No imp for ACCM. If this castle goes up from Barles, and he can get imp, he is going to take control of this middle area. But the castle might not go up. 70% on it. Barles goes for stone walls. He needs to get this castle up. He's trying to go for the gate. He gets it. He needs to build now before the castle from ACCM is complete. 83%, 84%, 85%. Barles is still building the gate. 90%, 91. The castle is up from ACCM. 96, 97, 97, 98. Barles is running with the villager. 99. Barles is building with the village. Gets it. Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go, bro. Oh my god. Barles dodging the arrow fire from the castle. Back and forth, back and forth. He gets it. He got it, dude. He got it. Unfortunately, there's no way to stop the Rams. So he got it, but he might lose it. Still, absolutely insane. Go for murder holes, Barles. It's necessary. We need murder holes to kill the camels so you can kill the Rams. He's buying more stone. He's going for more camels. Now he goes for maybe some counter raids on the back here. Barles is going to get to Imperial Age, but I don't think he'll be able to go for Trebs because he won't have a castle. However, ACCM will not be an Imperial Age with a castle. Heavy camel is on the way for Barles. He gave up that castle. He didn't want anything to do with it. He's now backing away from these monks. The camels are coming in on this side. ACCM is at 96 villas. Barles is at 101. And ACCM is pushing in Castle Age against an Imperial Age opponent. But the Imperial Age opponent doesn't have the technologies yet and doesn't have a castle. And there's not a lot of stone on this map. There's only 967 stone left total on this map as ACCM clicks up from the TC in the center. Big fight over here. Conversions come in, but the final armor upgrade for the camels is going to come in. Heavy camel is going to come in, and Barles could do a lot of damage back here in ACCM's eco. If he can survive over here. He's trying to survive against these camels. He's got more camels of his own. He should be able to get the job done and keep this TC alive. And he could get some massive raids on this side once heavy camel is kicked. Monk goes down. The camels need to do damage, and Barles knows it. Barles knows it. They need to do damage. ACCM's going to have to try and deny him killing like 20 villagers. Barles is at 94 vills. ACCM is at 94 when this raid begins. Barles will go for another castle over on the side. ACCM now down to 96 vills. Monks are dying. Villagers are dying. 93 villagers. More camels coming in from the side. 91 villagers for ACCM. 89, 88, 87, 6, 5, 84, 83. Massive raids for Barles against ACCM as ACCM tries to come in here with the camels to get some raids of his own. ACCM now down to 79 villagers. Barles up to 99. 77 vills now for ACCM. Rams are coming in. Camels are still over here for Barles. A lot of his villagers are idled in the TCs or repairing the TC. His camels are now being produced back here to deal with this stuff. More raids happening on the side. ACCM walling himself in. Barles going for a treb over here as ACCM now gets to imp. And he'll try and forward his technologies. Absolutely insane set. So crazy. Love to see it. Crossbows are going to be great here, too, from ACCM. Crossbows and Chukanu, right? He already has ballistics, getting chemistry, thumb ring. Good counter against the camels. ACCM trying to get his villager count back stable again. 85 vills versus 112 from Barles. Barles taking a lot of the gold on the map. Going after the TC. ACCM going after a TC as well. And let's take a look at the gold access for ACCM. He's got a gold here. He's got one here, although it's kind of running out, right? Like 300... none, 180, and then he's got some gold over here as well. Barles definitely has more consistent gold access than ACCM, but ACCM has 3 relics, which have thus far provided him with 1,400 gold. Does Barles already have chemistry? No, he doesn't really need chemistry. Chemistry doesn't really do anything for him. He can't make bombard cannons. He's not making range units, really. Chukanu protecting the trebs. Camels massing up. Barles might try and come in here. He needs to save this castle. He's buying stone now. You got to be so careful on where you make your castles on this map. He's already lost 1. There is 680 stone left on this map. And he's already mined out the majority on his side. There's like 350 over there. Barles is massing camels. If he can get a big fight here, it's going to be great for him, but I don't think he can. I really don't think he can. And if he loses this castle, he either needs to buy another one or save the trebs at all costs. Which he's not going to do. Trebs are going to go down. Barles is repairing them. ACCM trying to snipe them. He goes for the gate wall in front of his Chukanu. Great play. Treb gets sniped there by the trebuchet shot from ACCM. More raids coming in here from Barles. And Barles is killing a shit ton of villagers again. Like a lot of vills. ACCM down to 82 once more. Cavalier coming in for Barles. So ACCM is actually going for good castles that are holding the middle. He's got the siege, he's got the range units, but he's losing all of his villagers on the outskirts consistently. Kind of reminiscent of last game in a weird type of way. He's an edgelord, that's right. Barles is an edge. How much wood is left on the outside? Quite a bit. Okay, so Barles can exist on the outside for a while. ACCM might want to think about some cannon galleons here as well to pick away at the eco. But, I mean, he doesn't really have much of an eco to make units with. 74 villagers. This is insane, dude. Gotta be careful with your trebs, too. Can't lose those. Very expensive. Very hard to replace if you're ACCM. Barles just, you know, struggling now to find villagers to kill. Not that many left in these exposed areas. Still finding them, though. ACCM down to 71 villagers. Trying to keep up with the raids. It's tough. Kind of feels like Barles can't clear this army. He's going to take into skirms and capped ram. Again with the rams, bro. Oh, my God. Again with the rams. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. That TC will go down. Another gold denied from ACCM once it does. But Barles still can't deal with this army. And he's going to start losing his food eco and his wood eco as the Arbalists push forward. ACCM's a little bit nervous of overextending past the Trebuchet. Doesn't want to lose those. He has managed to clear this stable attempt for Barles, which is nice. And he's coming over to try and deal with these camels, but Barles will kill more villagers before the camels are dead. Skirmishers are here now, dealing with some of the Chukanu. ACCM has to be careful not to lose too many of his range units. He's got 40 Arbalists. But if he's not careful, Barles could just, like, out-eco him. Hanging out on the edges of the map. Barles is taking more stone over here and more stone over here. So maybe he could get a castle at some point, but where? Like, he's not going to have anywhere. He's going to lose his whole base to these Trebs. They've done 28k damage. Cavalier now coming in. This might be the last fight of the game for Barles. He's going to give it a shot. Skirmishers are coming in. They're going to try and deal with the Arbalists. The Cavalier are killing the Trebs, and he's going to kill a lot of Trebs. Maybe all of the Trebs from ACCM. Another TC out here from Barles. That's what he's using his stone on. 4 Trebs dead. 4 Trebs killed. ACCM, 0 on gold. How is he going to replace those? He's got the Arbalist, sure. But how on earth is he going to replace the Trebs? Another TC further back from the middle for Barles. And he's buying more stone. Potentially for another TC somewhere. He knows he's going to win this on eco. Siege Workshop here from Barles. Going to try for some ram push. ACCM's got to be super careful. Pushing out with these Arbalists and this Treb. One step at a time for him, for sure. And handcart actually might be denied from this TC. We'll see. Feel like it is. That could be brutal. That's absolutely brutal. Light cab coming in for ACCM, maybe for some raids of his own. It's just wild. Every single game. Dude, every single game in this set is crazy. He's got the middle. But he doesn't have the edges. ACCM now going for another TC on this side. And the Rams are pushing in. And what can he do? He can just push the farming eco. He has to make sure he doesn't overextend, though. Like you can see, he's not going too deep with this army. He has to make sure that he doesn't overextend. Try and survive at home, and then just try and pick away at your opponent. Still no chemistry here for Barles. That comes in 40 seconds. That'll help his skirmishers quite a bit. Other than that, though, almost full upgrades for these skirms. And that might help against these arbalists. Right now, he's just feeding the skirmisher reinforcements into those arbalists. 86 villagers for ACCM, 101 for Barles. And Barles loses another TC. ACCM's doing a great job again, dude. Don't tell me Barles is going to lose 3 games like this. Like, just super late game slogs. Oh, so heartbreaking if he does. Villagers, though, from ACCM trying to charge out for the Rams, and they're going to die. They are going to die, and ACCM has lost all 3 of his relics. All 3 of his relics now ejected from that monastery. He had already generated 2,500 gold, and that was like the majority of his gold now was coming from those. Some gold from these villagers, which are dying. 71 villagers now for ACCM. Barles will go and TC this area over here, which ACCM is tracking. Ram's still working away on this TC. Barles will come back and investigate a little bit more. And Barles goes for another TC on this side. He's slowly rotating around the map, feasting on everything as he goes. There's not a lot left, dude. He's chopping all the wood. He's eating it all. He's like a parasite. He's like a caterpillar on a leaf, dude. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. Cavalier comes in. It's not enough. Very little health left on that Cavalier, so can't clear up these arbalists. There's 1 Treb still remaining for ACCM. 121 population for both, and ACCM, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. He's losing some arbalists against the skirms. Can't really replace these. Can't really replace these. Villagers also dying. 60 villagers for ACCM versus 86 now from Barles. He's trying to refarm. Arbalists doing great work here against the Vills. ACCM getting a huge raid. Just a massive raid on that side. I feel like Barnes being out of treads is too big of an issue. That is true. Barnes needs more treads. I like how, like, the autocorrect on the phone will just correct Barles to so many different things. Oh, man. 60 villagers for ACCM. It's going to be less here, too. Everything's collapsing on the Ram. He tried to go for a monk to collect the relics, but that monk tried to convert, and then he died. Barnes is still booming over here. Barges could cook here. He could. Barles is doing great. Hey, if you delete this gate, you might be able to afford another TC. Both under 100 pop. Oh my god, it's 89 pop to 86. Jesus, dude. Oh my god. This is crazy. The Treb is now rolling forward. Please don't tell me the Treb dies to skirmishers. That Treb is so expensive. That's like everything the ACCM has right now. But he's busy. He's distracted. Arbalest now going down. There's only 5 Arbalists left. Still 38 on food for ACCM somehow. And he's going into stables. Barley will take care of the trebuchet. Although he might lose the TC because of it. If he does, that's crazy. He doesn't. And it's just now it's just a calm moment where both players can kind of evaluate their situation. They both know that they've done a ton of damage to the other person. It's 184 eco KD to 139. It's ridiculous. And he can't garrison the TC because it's got 105 HP on it. So this Cavalier is going to be killing a lot. Meanwhile, over here, Barnes still going after the villagers on the gold, and he goes for another town center on that side. I don't think they're having any calm moments this game. That is true. I was walking in place, and then he just teleported. Can you show resources left? Yeah, we can see. 80 stone left on the map, 2,000 gold, 10,000 food, mostly in the fish, and then 44k wood. ACCM is adding more fishing ships now, too. Barles is grabbing relics. ACCM has grabbed all 3 of his. Barles is grabbing another one. ACCM looks like he sees this. He does. He sent the light cav over there. That's brutal. Dude, Barles is going to lose another one like this. Another late game slog. It's crazy. He's played so well today, but ACCM has just been... feels like a little bit better. Let's see. ACCM. How much wood does he have available to him? Got those 4 wood piles. Barles could chop all this stuff over here. Barles still has gold. ACCM's got some gold over on this side. The arbalists are basically gone from ACCM. The food eco is looking good for both. Hang on a second. We got ourselves a game again. Food eco has stabilized for both. I mean, this isn't good. And it's definitely not good. But Barles has himself an army again. Unbelievable. Bro, just back to back, like games of the tournament. Back to back. Bacon has the Vil lead. He does. Still no final armor upgrade for these light cav, by the way. So, skirms are actually doing 3 damage against them. Very, very nice. They don't have the second attack upgrade either. We don't have blast furnace for Barles. Like, we're missing a lot of critical technologies for both players because they just can't afford it. 134 pop for ACCM. 120 population for Barles. ACCM still taking gold over here. Barles has the 3 TCs over on this side, though. ACCM with those 3 relics, that's really helping him out again. But Barles has already ejected those once before. And Barles is still raiding. ACCM is trying to raid, and suddenly ACCM with the villager lead for the first time in a while. Barles has more military, though. And ACCM could lose a lot of villagers here if he's not careful. Remember, Barles has the final armor upgrade for the light cav, and it's just now coming in for ACCM. That's huge. Is this going to be another denied TC? Nice. The relic does come in for Barles. Pikeman is now in for Barles, which is a huge upgrade. Does arrow slits affect TC? No. Wouldn't like 1 cannon galleon win the game? It's tough to control it, right? Could get converted. It could die to a random fire. It's a big investment. You're paying attention to other things. But it would be good. Don't get me wrong. It would be good. It's just there's a lot of reasons why people don't add them. All right. 68 villagers for ACCM. Another raid here from ACCM. And Bears is going to struggle against this one. But he does manage to get the villagers inside here. And if he can clear up these archers on this side, Beans will be in a really good spot. The skirmishers have looped all the way around to the other side of the map. Wow. This is still not completed. I wonder if he'll even remember that's a thing. Damn, dude, this is just a slog fest. Oh my god, we're in the 15th round right now, and ACCM and Barles are just going at it, and I feel like this is the killing blow. Like, ACCM has just killed so many villagers. Barles is down to 50 vills. He's down below 100 pop again. And ACCM still has this middle control with that castle, which is so critical. If I could find a market, I'd tell you what the stone price is, because I feel like it's pretty high. But honestly, looking for a specific building... Barles didn't have a market. There it is. 218 gold.
Let's go Bovrils.
The food price is still really reasonable, all things considered. "44 villagers here for Barles. 79 population. The Treb will die. Big. ACCM loses another Treb. But that's it. He goes for another TC here. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. He's building this TC. He's building this TC. Barles refuses to give up. How much res is left on the map? 35k wood. 397 gold. 80 stone. And then fish, which ACCM has been taking. Kind of. It's a messy game. Yo, Don, thank you for the raid. Oh boy, Barles just can't get above 50 bills again. ACCM's at 76. Yeah, it's over, dude. It's over. What a game. Oh my god. Or, hang on a second. Arbalest going down. Yeah, it's over. 3 games in a row of just late game amazing play from both players. ACCM will take that, and he definitely deserves that. I mean, he definitely deserves that win. He worked so hard for that win. I have to say, though, I would love to see Barles continue on in the tournament, because what we've seen today is phenomenal. Unbelievable, dude. Set of the tournament by far. And it's a 3-1. Like, set of the tournament already. It's crazy. That's sick, dude. Shout out to Barles. Ray Romano himself. It's crazy. KD is close, right? What was the eco KD at the end of the game? 229 to 239. Disgusting. ACCM, though, killed the castle from Barles, and then Barles made another castle in a non-safe position. And then once he lost that, he was basically forced to just try and raid his way to death, or raid his opponent to death. Also, Barles never really got any fish on the water. He could have probably fished some of that stuff, but still. Crazy. So evenly matched, these two.